My name is Iggy C, but you might know me under a little different name. Mila Nakabitch! Well, I'm here to gladly inform you that today is not about that bitch. This is a day with the queen!
Bow down, take a seat. You're in the presence of a real queen bee. What you get is what you see. I'm a goddess in a beast.
Our next guest coming all the way from the UK, spreading her charisma, uniqueness, nerve and talent all over San Francisco. Please welcome Lady Camden. How are you doing this quarantine in general?
Well, I'll tell you, it's definitely an adjustment, to say the least. But you know, us queens, we are just like cockroaches. You can't get rid of us. We are busy, we're strong, resilient, and we're here for a party, any kind of circumstance.
I love it. Thank you so much. Well, today we're going to talk about you. What I want to know from you, how did you start doing drag? How did you come up with that name? And how did you learn how to paint? Tell me everything.
I had originally moved to California to be a ballet dancer. And unfortunately, I was acquiring a few injuries at the time, and one in particular that had me out for a while. So I kind of tried to use the time, creatively. So I sat in front of the bathroom mirror, which at the time was the only place that had the good lighting. And I just started playing with makeup. My name comes from essentially the town that I grew up in. When I was a kid, my father was the manager of a famous nightclub in Camden called the Electric Ballroom. My sister was a DJ there. My mum was a designer and she would sell her clothes there on the Sunday markets. When I was a kid after school, I would go over to the club, and I would put on my roller skates and I would dance around on the floor. So gay. But that memory kind of just jolts like a really happy feeling in me whenever I think of it. So I wanted to name myself something that would like constantly remind me of something really happy and really, like your own version of Neverland or something.
Have you ever thought of like, it's not combinable, it's like me as Rex, me as Lady Camden, or has it always been one person? Do you know what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah, I think that's a really good and interesting point. Drag has always sort of been a means to maybe at first develop more confidence and strength by creating a persona of something else. But then in a roundabout way, what you're doing is actually allowing yourself to show like inner details and inner qualities of you as a person. So it's kind of funny that you hide behind a persona at first, but then eventually the interesting parts of you as a person come forward through that. I think you are a great example of someone that does have strength in both. I feel myself maybe combining the two things over time, but I wonder too if that's just trust in that you're beautiful both ways.
I really like your YouTube channel, and I really wanted to ask, how did they come by? So it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a learning shit with Lady Camden, is that correct?
That is correct, learning shit with Lady Camden.
I really like that. I really like making tea, How did it come by, and how did you come up with that name, and like why that, and how did you come up with that concept?
I don't know about you, but I've always been somewhat slightly insecure about not knowing how to do some basic things, like change a tire, or like cook really, or so I kind of wanted to make fun of that. I wanted to make fun of that kind of inner little insecurity that I had at that time. Learning shit, the title was literally just like, I was thinking of punny names, fancy names, things that would, sound educated, things that would sound classy, interesting. And I was like, essentially, what is this show about? It's learning shit. And that's what life's all about. So that's really kind of how it came to be.
So we're gonna play a little game. There are so many versions of it out there. I just called it simply trash or gold. Let's start easy. Britney and Christina.
I'm gonna get hate for this, but Britney gold. I can't even say Christina trash, but I'm gonna have to pick Britney.
Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton.
Oh, Paris gold, Kim trash.
Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt?
Ooh, Brad Gold, Tom trash.
Milan Akabic or Me?
Oh no! Oh no! Well, I don't feel comfortable talking trash about me behind her back, so I'm gonna say Mila trash, me gold.
Library is officially closed. Just to end with end our conversation, let me know what's coming up.
I am planning on doing some more episodes of Learning Shit, so stay tuned with that. I'm hoping that we're going to be doing something cool with Broadway Bears this year, online most likely. Capital Dance Project in Sacramento is a dance project that I dance and choreograph for. Again, we also might be looking at online shows. All these things I usually just post on my Instagrams.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I think I'd like to leave it on... What kind of note do I want to leave this on? Girl power!
Hey Poopsick, do you want to see more episodes? Click subscribe!